We are now entering Via Pont, the heart of the second enlargement of the town. This street was opened in the mid of the 17th century. And again, you can see that there are the arches. The arches that surround the square continue under the Via Pont. But there is a difference between these arches. On the right, the arches are always present. So the king could walk from his royal palace down to the river without using the umbrella. On the other side, actually on the left, you see that when a street crosses, there aren't any arches, so you can keep the umbrella closed under the arches, but then you have to open it. On the contrary, here you don't need to open the umbrella till up to Piazza Castello. These arches are today not very clean. As you can see, there are many graffiti, so they need to be cleaned, but they were wonderful for the Olympic Winter Games, so we need another big event to restore the town, to make it more beautiful. Please have a look on our right. This is the huge building of Mole Antonelliana, and the palace always on our right, we are passing by, is the house of the offices of the university. It's called Palazzo degli Stemmi. Under there are some shops, but the majority of the spaces are used by the University of Torino. Many students from all over Italy come to Torino for studying. Especially philosophy is one of the best subjects to study in Torino. But we also have our Politecnico, which is the University for Engineers, and it is in another part of the town, but not far from the city center. This is the historical University of Torino. A little bit forward, at the end of the street, we can see Palazzo Madama. Madama was the royal queen. She was the queen, the Madame Royale, a little bit like French. And in the exact place where we today have the Palazzo Madama, there was the Roman Gate. Today, this palace is a museum, and we can, of course, visit a very nice collections of paintings and sculptures of this part of Italy. So again, under the arcades, under the portici, we have little bookshops, and the palace with the flags is the old University of Torino. I mean, it's still working, but this is the historical part of the university. Please have a look on our left. You can see that there is a coffee house called Fiorio. This is one of the historical coffee houses where it is possible to taste our famous drink, which is bicerin. The ingredients are chocolate, coffee, and whipped cream. And it is also possible to taste the famous Gianduia chocolate, nougat, which is the specialty of Torino. In a very nice gallery, I'm going to tell you the story of this chocolate of nougat. Our driver will turn right. Here we are. You see the... Possiamo fare magari un giro? Sì. Ma non lo so. Magari facciamo pure quel giro e poi vediamo se si libera questo, magari vediamo qua. I kindly ask the driver to make a quick tour with the bus so that we can explore a little bit from the bus and waiting for, you know, the rain to stop. Okay, this is our center, Piazza Castello, Castle Square, with Palazzo Madama. As you can see, we have on the right this castle with the towers, and in front of the towers we have these very special military figures. And then he kindly shows us the square from the bus. Then of course we are walking, but for the moment it's just to have a general idea. Palazzo Madama continues in this direction with another completely different facade. You see, that's a completely different style. This is Baroque. And the square on our right is Piazza Castello, Castle Square, with our white building, which is our royal palace. In the background there is also the chapel of the Holy Shroud. Are you familiar with the Holy Shroud? Yes, someone yes, someone no. Okay. It is in the cathedral. And we are now turning back so that we can get off from the bus and start our tour. We are going to the cathedral and see if it is possible. Okay, the street just in front of us is Via Roma, the elegant street, the most elegant street of the town. And we're going back to our place so that we can, of course, get off and start our walking tour. No, ma mettici pure là, se vuoi. Ci avviciniamo un po'. Sì, se possibile sì. Perché faccio prima questo? Sì. Sì, no, era solo che volevo. Sai perché? Volevo rallentare un po' perché sennò tutti qua praticamente. E allora ho lasciato un po' di posto. Tanto mi sa che qualcuno poi va. Allora, so, ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments we will be able to leave the bus and start our walking tour. But I would like to tell you an important thing. Our tour will last approximately 1 hour, 1 hour 15 minutes, and so the bus will be back again on this square 1920, so that it will leave precisely 7:30 to go back to the center. Also because at 8 you have, of course, the dinner. So if maybe you wish to stay longer in town, there is the possibility to take a taxi. But I am going back with the bus 7:30, 19:30. So I advise you to be here, let's say 10 minutes in advance. So let's say 19:20, so that we can get on the bus and afterwards we can leave on time 7:30 to go back to the center. Okay? Thank you.
We have 15 minutes.
No.
1 hour. 1 hour.
One hour.
More than 1 hour. Okay.